Hey guys, what's going on? Jimmy Manny, the kitchen cabinet guy. I'm back with Manny again. So you know what? I think we should just start calling it the kitchen cabinet guys.
Mm-hmm. Sounds
Add
good to
that
me.
S at the, should we make it a Z to be cooler?
Yeah, cool. Like IROC Z.
Okay. How many people know what IROC Z is?
You gotta.
No, really.
You gotta know cars.
What do you mean? It doesn't even exist anymore, does it?
No. That was from the 80s.
Anyway, we're the kitchen cabinet guys. In today's episode, we want to touch on painted cabinets. Because painted cabinets dominate the landscape. You mentioned it in a previous video a little bit. You started to touch on it. I have to say at least 70% of my sales are painted finishes.
Yeah,
What
I would
about
say
you?
close to mine. Around 60%, definitely,
Right?
definitely.
And we've touched on stress cracks and things like that in the past. And despite the fact that a painted finish can be problematic, folks still want it. It's the hottest thing right now. It's the hottest thing. You know, it's become very trendy. It's a fashion industry now. So the trend right now to be the vogue thing to do is a painted cabinet.
Definitely.
But here's the catch, and this is very important. There are standard colors that cabinet brands offer, okay? It's not like you go to a cabinet shop, a small shop run by 2 or 3 guys, or even 10 guys, a smaller shop where you can do almost any color you want. You know, you're paying for custom at that point, it gets kind of pricey. But through
when you say custom colors, I mean, you know,
Good point. Okay.
Because when you're doing a painted finish, it's always the premium finish in any cabinet manufacturer.
Right, you pay
you're paying more because there's
for
more
paint.
involved in doing a painted finish.
Right.
Even your stock lines, which offer limited painted colors, will always charge, could be 10, 15% more
Right.
above the standard pricing because it's more involved. But go ahead.
But there's standard colors, right? Like we sell a brand called Handsome. It's in the Northeast. They offer 5 standard colors, right? So for those 5 colors, even though they charge a surcharge for paint, it comes in so much cheaper than having a cabinet painted to match, I don't know, a specific brand of paint, Ocean Crest white blue. You know what I mean?
That's when
It's
you
like,
start getting into the custom.
But is it necessary,
No.
Manny? I mean, when you're talking about shades of white or shades of gray,
You know, there's a lot of manufacturers, and the color white was a very popular color. Again, you said something before regarding shades of white. There's different shades of white, and every manufacturer.
I thought you were going to start talking about shades of gray.
No, that's shades of gray. That's a whole different story. But the shades of white, especially a company like a Woodmotor or Brookhaven brand, which we carry, offer about a half a dozen different shades of white. Antique white, crystal white, frosty
They
white.
have a good selection of whites.
Yeah.
So why would a... See, this is the part that gets to me a little bit. You know, a lot of times with projects that we work on, in the drawings is specified a specific white from one of the paint companies. You know, like the paint companies that paint walls, you know, that you buy paint for walls. Yes, you can do that on cabinets too. It's not a problem. We can do it. We've done it. I mean, it's not a problem. But I spend so much energy trying to tell clients why pay the surcharge now to do a Benjamin Moore white, one of their whites, as opposed to doing one of the standard whites that the cabinet company offers. I mean,
There's no
it doesn't
reason
make
for it.
sense
There's
to
no
me.
because it's going to wear the same. It's not going to give you any longevity because it's a
No.
different manufacturer. There are, you know, again, it's preference. I think take that money you're going to spend on this customization and put it somewhere else in your project. And we're not talking about a little. We could talk about 25, 30%.
It could be a lot more money. Not only that, Manny, think about this, and I'm glad you went in that direction, because not only are you paying more money to do a specific color that's not offered within that brand's color offering. Now, you bring us a color, right? We have to make a sample for you. That sample, first we have to send that color to the factory, right? And I'm not trying to talk anybody out of this. Please don't take this the wrong way. But I want to talk to you about what
He's trying to talk.
I'm trying to talk. That's true. He's right. You're right. Because it's not necessary, right? So you have to make a sample. You have to bring that sample to the client, make sure they like it, and now you're paying a surcharge to do that color. Why? It's not necessary.
I'm 100% behind you on that, and I totally feel the same way. If for some reason, I don't know, maybe your designer, your architect, or somebody is promoting some Sherman-Williams exotic ocean view white compare it to what the manufacturer's offering you also, and
right.
see what's close to it.
Save money.
You know, you're talking about a serious chunk of change, and we're not talking about, when you're talking about a $10,000 kitchen, you're adding $3,000 to $4,000. Just
Why bother?
why bother? To put it in your
Doesn't make
countertop, put it in your
sense.
appliances, buy me a cake, do something like
Buy
that.
you a cake.
Buy me a bottle of wine or something. But it's just not worth it. It's just not worth. In the long run, it's not worth it.
And do you think that the paint would be better? It's not.
Nobody's even going to know the difference.
Right. It's-
Your family, your guests in your home, you're inviting everybody over. Nobody's going to know if it was a Sherwin-Williams paint or if it was a Handsome Standard offering paint.
I mean, even at the lowest level of production, even at the stock level, there's painted finishes that are fine.
Yeah.
Why do we have to get so crazy with this stuff? Listen, well, you know, after 50 some odd episodes of you guys watching us, you realize that we like to be budget friendly. We're very price sensitive. So that's why we're taking this approach with this. But hey, if someone wants to come in and they want ocean view blue,
We'll do it, but you know, when we'll give them the option as salespeople, and because we try to be very budget conscious of our clients' needs, we'll give them the option, but we'll show them first, this is what we could offer you through the manufacturers, and let them make an educated decision at that point.
is that mauve? Or burgundy?
That's exotic mauve, ruby something.
Good luck with your project, guys.